Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and tonight we'll be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign. I have here with me tonight kind of a skeleton crew. Where'd Ice go?
He's gone.
Who said
No longer
skeleton?
exists.
Freaking bounced.
Boy turned into a skeleton.
Well, we got Yoshi, Wind, and Cameo at the moment, apparently.
True.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, baby. Well, if you guys wanted to tune in for a scuff stream, boy, you have tuned into the right one.
There's Ice. Okay.
There he is. All right, we got 4.
Yeah, let's do this.
Anyways,
Dun, dun, dun.
let me transition this.
I'll also save you guys my comedic genius this time.
Oh, thank God. So, Yoshi, I'm gonna make you do the recap.
I'm doing the recap? Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. So, last session, we just finished up doing some gang violence. We got back to the tavern, we went over our stuff, and then this session we were just doing a bunch of shopping. So we had, I believe it was Red. We had Redcap who went off. It was Win. We had him going off to find some nice magical components. We had Ice drag everybody along to his back alley weapons dealer, which worked out pretty well. And then we had a couple people go back to the bookstore. It was me and Wind who went back to the bookstore. And then afterward, kind of regrouped at the tavern. We were doing some talking. I had the fancy new D20 and immediately summoned a demon, so that was great. And so we dealt with that, and then we were just going to bed right at the end of last session.
Let's do this.
Okay. So, moving from there, we're going to count that as like another long rest, just because, D&D, it's just sleeping through the night that counts as a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
So, also, I don't know how YouTube decided it, but apparently we had -1 concurrent viewers there for a sec.
That's like a
What?
That's a record.
Oh,
Actually, the lowest record I have seen was -2. And it was on one of my shits. I don't know how the fuck it gets negative numbers. I really don't.
Neither do I.
Instead of adding, it takes away people.
It's purposely pushing people away from the fucking stream.
See. Anyways,
We like waking up?
yeah, you guys just woke up.
Okay, well, I'm going to go into the hallway. And,
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Yep.
I just got Oreos.
Mood. I wish I had Oreos.
Oh, by the way, where's the music? Are we supposed to have music, or...?
It is currently playing. It's just kind of quiet at the moment. So somebody's just hitting one piano key over and over right now. There it goes.
Barge in.
I'll turn
Coffee.
it.
What? Eh?
Alright, sorry, Biafi. So, when are we going to leave this weird place?
I really don't know. I mean, I thought we were only going to be staying for a few days, but I'm not sure how we even leave. I mean, I think it would be up to Otto to get us out, or else get dragged in by the Silent King or something, or maybe Saragus could be dragging us in, but all of those things are a bit outside of my control.
Sorry, I'm still kind of freaked out about that ice you got last, like, what was it, last night? Yesterday? Whenever you picked it up.
I think you're talking about the wire thingy. Is that what you're talking about?
That thingy.
Ooh.
Just kinda... I don't think you should use it.
That's Ice has the wire thing.
I thought
Yeah,
Biaffi
sure.
had it.
No!
Biaffi has bells.
I've got bells. Hey, I've got
I
these
don't-
really nice bells here.
I don't think we should let Ice use it.
Alright, well, how exactly do you plan on stopping him from doing it?
We talked to
I
him.
don't...
We're the leader here, so... Oh,
I don't think he's gonna listen to me. I mean, he's the one who got it. He seems very excited about it.
Let's
Definitely try.
hey, Earl.
what's this going
Oh,
on?
We're just talking about the wire thingy.
Aye.
You mean the very ominous thing that had to be held up with the weird magic hand thing?
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Ugh, I hate that thing. Bad vibes.
Aye.
Yeah, I
Trying to
don't think...
of it.
I think... Biaffi, you have... Can't you tell him not to use it or something?
And I can. I don't know if it will do anything, but I can certainly try.
Because if I
I
try,
mean-
he'll probably just ignore me. So,
Aye. The only problem is Ice Crystal, he seems very independent. He's not the type of person who really likes taking orders from someone like you, and I don't think he likes very much taking orders from me either. I
don't
think
give
he
him an
follows me
order.
along. Aye.
Just get him to understand how dangerous it is and that we shouldn't use it until we know what it is. How to properly use it.
Or maybe we can just take it away from them? Be like timeout corner?
If we take it away from him, he could turn against us.
How will we take it away from him either? I mean, I certainly can't pick it up on my own.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, I don't like that thing. And if he's gonna turn against us for taking away from something that hurts us, no, we gonna fight.
Oh, hold
Wait,
on, hold on. We don't know if he'll turn against us. I'm just saying it's a possibility that we don't want to actually explore.
Well,
We
we're
need to
gonna
stay
find out
as a
one way
team.
or another. I'm gonna go talk to him. Wait,
What-
do any of you remember which room he's
So
in?
this is my recommendation to the leader of the group that you should probably try to diplomacy. We'll just go with diplomacy. I don't know what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But you should probably prioritize being the diplomatic one.
Yeah. Alright, so... Alright. Well, I suppose we can give it a try. And see, I think he was in. I'm walking out to the hall.
We'll
And,
go with you to be backup, just in case.
I
Yes,
appreciate
because standing up to somebody in a group trying to tell them to do a thing is going to go over so well.
Well, I mean, like, it's just me. Like, Ice already sees me as harmless anyway.
Yes, but
I'm
a
just
group
gonna
of
walk in
people
there.
posting up telling you you shouldn't use this thing.
Okay, fine. I'll stay out of this one. I'll wait outside. I'll wait outside the door.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
better.
Sorry. I'm just picturing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just picturing all this going in there. We're just Ice. This is an intervention. just, just pull out some chairs. We really need to talk about this. Just all right. I just kind of stop in front of the door and just. All right. Going through the door and.
Let this be off.
I see you awake.
He's lying on the bed still. Yeah, now.
Sorry if I woke you up. But,
It's fine, I was awake most of the night.
That was the point where you can set the scene nice.
So, he's on the bed. It looks like he hasn't gotten any sleep all night. And, the razor wire is curled up on the bedside table.
I'm really sorry to hear you didn't sleep. Hopefully, maybe tonight you can get better sleep, or then sleep a little bit after this, maybe.
Talking to this lovely new friend I have. I didn't sleep well either after.
You talk to it.
As you two are talking about it, the razor wire ball kind of moves, kind of looks like it's like almost folding into itself as it makes a strange hissing noise from that. Kind of sounds like rasping metal.
It's kind
Sounds like she's telling you guys to leave so I can get some more rest.
Well, listen, before you do, I just need to tell you a few things first, and then I'll let you get your rest, alright? Should only take about a minute or two.
Fine.
Listen, I kind of nervously eyeing the barbed wire, just... I don't know, there's something very strange about this all. You know, I know we've seen some very strange things as we're traveling around. I mean, you've seen probably more. But don't you think it's a little bit odd that you're talking to it now? And that you're hearing it talk back to you?
I think it's a little odd that you guys aren't.
It's a ball of whatever it is. Why would we talk to it?
Sentient ball of razor wire. Gotta befriend it like everybody else.
What do you mean by befriending it? Like, is it... What does it say when it talks to you?
That doesn't say much, it just listens, and, you know, I, like, look at how it reacts to gauge its responses. Just gotta let it get to know you.
Aye. I think that's the problem. You see, we're really worried about it, you know. We're worried about you. We're not sure that it's good to have it around, you know, and still, like, looking at it very nervously as I'm talking. It seems like
thanks
it's...
for your concern, but I traded my last breath for it, so it's not going anywhere. Unless it wants to. He looks at the razor wire.
Well, that's another thing. Your last breath, I mean... Do you even know what that means?
Well, it doesn't really matter if I have my last breath or my second to last breath. I'm gonna die anyway.
I really think we really need to just... to let it go at this point. I mean, I really feel like this is getting very dangerous for you. And for all of us at this point. I mean, do we even really know what it does, what it likes, what it thinks? And do we know anything about it?
Tell you what, how about you guys hang out with them today while I rest and you guys do whatever you're gonna do and you can get familiar.
right. I suppose we could try it.
He casts Mage Hand. Looks a little shaky and sputtery. And he levitates the ball of razor wire to you guys.
So I'll kind of hook it around one horn and best I can do with it.
Okay. Well,
Alright, and listen, you get some rest, alright? You're really looking awful.
yeah, and you guys have fun doing whatever you're doing here.
Hey. Listen, are you sure nothing's been happening? I mean, I don't think I can't remember a time when you've looked. I describe this, you look like you look like your death sucking on a bad lemon.
It's just the usual bad dreams. This gets to you after a while. And haven't really been feeling up to fighting it recently.
Oh. Alright, well, you get some rest then, and we'll catch up with you soon once we get back.
Alright. Get out.
Alright. So go.
Sorry. Just, alright, get out.
Hey, get out. Gosh
So,
dang it.
for the time being, Bayafi will get control as well over the... Where is it? Why can't I find it? Oh, that's because I was looking for Yoshi and not Bayafi. You can move it now.
Yeah, Coral, but we can actually trust Biafi with it.
Alright, well, I've got it. Now what do we do? I haven't here.
Well, for starters, let's not stay here. Let's go outside so it cannot trap us.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
We might be able to run some tests on it.
I don't give a fuck about tests. I don't want to get trapped with that thing. We're going outside.
What kind of test do you think we can even do with whatever it is?
First things first, we need to know what it is and how it works, right?
So, whenever you guys step out into the main part of the tavern, it's not necessarily especially bustling, but it's kind of like got that midday business vibe. But a pair of absolutely massive green-skinned creatures look up from their table directly at Biafi, and one of them shouts over, "Oi! You! The big fuzzy one!"
Me?
Yes, you!
Oh, hello. Do you need something?
Me and me boy were out doing some... And he kind of looks at his companion before saying, business. And I heard that you tell stories.
Aye, that's true. I do tell stories.
And me and me boy, we were thinking, we have some absolutely amazing stories. And he kind of almost sounds like he's like stumbling over the word amazing, as if it was slightly larger than his vocabulary normally allows. And the other one just nods. These creatures, by the way, very large, very broad-shouldered. Like, they are entirely devoid of any kind of body fat. It is all muscle, and their biceps are bigger around than Wynn's torso.
Ooh,
And they have very large faces, very flat, small, kind of almost piggish kind of noses, massive tusks sticking out of the corners of their jutting jaws, and very small beady eyes. If you are thinking what I am describing, Yoshi, pretty much exactly that.
yeah.
The creatures motion you over and indicate. So they're sitting across from each other at this table over here, and they indicate for you to sit here.
All right, so I sit there. I can have the.
This is a good idea, Biafi.
What do you want me to do?
By the way, one of these guys, their hands are big enough that it looks like they could squash your skull like a grape.
Look, Biafi, these fine gentlemen surely have some good business for you.
Upon that description, Wind has decided that he is not testing his luck tonight.
I'm just gonna say one thing. Don't take forever. We need to go outside, remember? That includes you.
I'm just gonna sit over here at this table, and I'm gonna, like, listen in.
What? Are you kidding me? Get over here. We're supposed to go outside. Like, all three of us? I'm dragging you with me. Come on. Don't make me pick you up.
But, like,
I will pick you up, and you know it. Come on.
You should probably get going.
Look, you know.
So, once those two left, the orc that had spoken to you previously looks at you. Now, I have an idea. And the other one looks excited at this. So, I have two good stories that I would like to tell.
All right.
I want to hear your best two stories. If I don't like your stories, the first one, I take your teeth. The second one, if that one sucks too, I take your head.
Oh.
And at this, he like cracks his knuckles. And so the other one says, "Seems fair to me."
Yes, very fair. No, let me think here for a moment. Because we want this to be as fair as possible, yeah? I mean, we wouldn't want any cheating or anything like that, would we? Or any messing around, of course.
Both orcs nod enthusiastically.
Alright. So, I think that you should tell me one of your stories first, and then I'll tell you one of mine, and then you can tell me the second story, and then I'll tell you my second story, alright? And, No, go ahead.
The orc that addressed you initially spits in his hand and sticks it out.
Wait, one moment, because we still have to think of a few more things. So you've got things that you're going to do to me if you don't like my stories. Now, what if I don't like your stories?
Same rules apply.
So you're telling me, if I don't like your stories, if I don't like your first story, then I take your teeth out? If you don't like my stories, then I don't like your second story, I should say, then I take your head. Is that what we're doing?
Aye.
Now, that's very inconvenient because I don't really need any tea for head. So, how about this? I like this idea better. If I don't like your story, you buy me a pint of ale. Alright? And if I don't like your second story, you buy me a whole barrel.
The orc scratches his chin and then spits in his hand again and shoves it in your face. He is trying to shake, by the way. It's not like he's just smearing it on your face.
Well, yeah, I know.
I felt the need to specify more for Wynn's sake, honestly.
Yeah. Wynn just charges to the glass. Don't you dare! Just to the window. Alright. Seems we've got a deal. I'll spit in my hoof and stick it out and shake him.
You get a painful, if a bit firm, handshake. And then he sits back in his chair and scratches his chin before saying, "So, me and me boy, we do some, what's the word mercenary." And he kind of like spits it out. "However, we has," and he pulls out this just like absolutely cobbled together hunk of garbage. Like, you can't even tell what it's meant to be. "We has this doohickey." And then he pulls what appeared to just be a random piece of metal sticking out of it, and it fires out a blob of some undescribably colored liquid. It's like every time you look at it, it's a slightly different color. And it also somehow manages to reek to the nine hells. And when it hits the ground, it looks like you're looking into another world.
Oh.
And
That's really interesting.
he puts it away as one of the servers then trip into the portal, falling through into whatever the hell world they open the portal to.
What?
The Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
And then he says, "So, me and me boy, we were on one of our jobs. And this was an interesting job. All they wanted was for me and me boy to guard some git." And he gestures and says, "They had another one there, but they didn't care about that one. This git was mighty strange. We orcs," and he thumps his chest with a sound that actually kind of mimics a drum, and says, "We orcs, we don't feel what you gits call fear. But that thing," and you can see both of them shudder when he mentions it, and then says, "Anyways, the Emperor gets of this place not nearly as good as the Emperor from where we come from. Weak and whiny, but he pay really well. Anyways, he had this special room. He had some fancy name for it. Frankly, the boys and I could not pronounce the name. It sounded like a full sentence in whatever they were saying. But from what me and me boys could tell, it was a door and a wall, and they'd shove gits in. The gits would scream for days, and then it'd be quiet.
You could try and figure out the library hours and see if they're...
This Emperor git, he was always going on and on about how not even gods and demons could see in it. And they took this git we were guarding. Now, this git looked like an Uman.
Like a Yumi.
He was wearing them black magic robes and holding a big black stick. This git didn't say a word the entire time we guarded him. Because we've done guards duty before. Normally they scream and they plead and they beg and make a right scene about it. But this git, he didn't say nothing. When they finally drag him to the door and kick him in, they close the door, but there ain't no screams.
Really? Biafi's just like nodding along, listening.
Now, we, being curious and all, decided to wait a bit to see when they open the door. Normally, nothing comes out. Or at least, that's what they said. This time, they open the door, and the git walks out. And the Emperor git, beside himself, I believe is what they says. He's screaming and hollering and calling him a monster. And one of me boys, because there used to be 4 of us, one of me boys goes up and asks the git, how you survive? And the git says, hold on. No, I forget. It's how you survived in the dark. And the git, this is the first time we hear the git speak. And this git says, I am the dark. And of course, my boy, being the idiot he is, looks around the git, and in the room there be lots of corpses and bones and something else. Nothing in there is moving no more. The strangest thing is when we were on our ways out of the city, it all like explodes in blue fire. In the right prettiest sight you'd ever see. And normally, me and me boys would be laughing at this, but something about this one just felt wrong. And that's the end of that story. We never saw that git again.
Well, that's very interesting. Although I do have a few questions, I'm wondering, if you don't mind, what did this person look like? I'm very interested to know. I mean, you talk a lot about him, and he seems very, very powerful and all that, but you never really say what he looked like.
So the orc leans back and kind of scratches his chin and said, well, this git, he was very tall, almost as tall as me. And he thumps his chest and stands up. And at this point, you remember that you're kind of short in this world, as he seems to tower at least 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
But he sits back down and says, almost as tall. And his air squig, and he points to like his scalp, which you see, it looks like he has a top knot. But on slightly closer inspection, as he leans over, you notice it looks like something has grabbed hold of his scalp with a pair of like beak-like mandibles, and is just hanging on for dear life.
Okay.
His was very large, and he indicates like for lack of a better description, a mane of like hair, and like the gestures also kind of encompass a beard as well. And he said, as it was all black as anything, and like I said, he was wearing them black magic robes. But he had the strangest eyes, all orange and fiery. I thinks that some would describe it almost like a dragon.
Oh, interesting. Well, that is very interesting. I think I might know who you're talking about. Maybe, I'm not sure. Oh, but that was a pretty good story. I don't know if I'd call it my favourite story, but I think it was a pretty good story anyway. Definitely enjoyed the bit where you were standing there and he came out of the darkness and you said, I am the darkness. And like trying to do like a imitation of the accent of the orc. Just, that was very good. I liked that a lot.
The orc slaps his thigh and says, honestly, he was the one with the most. And he searches for a word and says something in a language you don't understand. And then the other orc bursts into laughter at this.
Ah, I'm just kind of nod along, just Aye, so I think I'm going to say that I liked your story. I liked it a lot. And because I liked it so much, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy us all a beer, because I may as well. Just call the bartender. Hey, Tenta, give me a round of ale, Double quick if you don't mind.
So after a couple minutes, the bartender comes by and serves you all drinks. Of course, theirs is the size of a keg, and yours is like a normal size.
It's normal size for me, so that's like a bucket. Bucket compared to the entire barrel.
Yeah, theirs looks like they just stuck handles on a barrel.
Up there. Just, I drink. Did a very good storytelling as I lift up mine and just slam it down on the dick.
They both cheer and do the same. The table is looking a bit saggy now. Also, I will note that because of the volume at which they regale their stories, both of the individuals outside also heard the entire thing in perfect clarity.
Yep. I would hope so. Alright, let's see. Alright, now it's my turn, eh? So let me see, let me think here. But a good one. Yes. I think this would be a good one to tell you. Yes. Alright. Now, I'm gonna need you to bear with me, because I don't know if you'll understand all of this, because it's a bit personal, as it were. But I'll try and explain as best I can, alright? So, this is a story of how my people came to be where we were. It actually starts a long time ago with my own great-great-grandfather. Rather great-grandfather, as it were. It's hard to keep track after a while. Say, my people, we call ourselves Yaks, and we used to live in this place that was all snow and mountains and long plains and very cold. Very nice place, I'm told. I had never seen it myself, but when I read the stories my great-grandfather left for me, and well, it's almost like I'm standing there freezing in the cold there and stepping on sticks right there with them. Aye, well, one day, my great-grandfather and his entire village, they're sitting at home and they're gathering up sticks because they're about to have our festival, We call it Yaxley Fest, Very great festival. Very enjoyable time. It's when Yaks gather all kinds of wooden things to stomp on, and then we stomp on them all day, and it's just a great load of fun. And all the young Yaks, they get presents of little bundles of sticks. Oh, I miss those days. Aye, but they were getting ready for this Yaxley Fest, and they're gathering up all the wood, and they're gathering up old barrels and pieces of scrap metal and wee big stones, and gathering them all into the town square right around the big well. And the chief of the village, he gets up and he says, "Aye, today we celebrate the day we started this village. Long time ago we came to this place. We were on the run from the old tribe, the Blood Ravens. But they weren't able to catch us, no, we were too fast for them. And we nestled here, in this wee crag, And they never did find us. We've been living here ever since. Generations and generations, So we celebrate today. And now, everyone can begin stomping," he says, and they start stomping. A big old ruckus, All the young ones jumping up and down on their wee sticks, and the old elders jumping on their big old logs, and the braves jumping on top of their boulders, and the ladies stepping on their crocheting kits, and great big mess and great noise. And as they were doing this, no one was looking around. But you see, as they were doing all this stomping, they were having so much fun stomping that they didn't notice there was this mist coming in around them. And in my world, this mist is a very bad thing, A lot of people have died because of this mist. But they didn't notice, you see. They were too busy having a good time stomping on all the sticks and the stones and the things. They didn't notice the mist was creeping in around them. It surrounded the entire village. And finally, it was my great-grandfather, Bran was his name, who noticed first, and he set up the alarm. He said, "Look out! There's an enemy afoot!" And all the Yaks, they stopped stomping. They stopped dead. There was not even a sound through the village. Aye, they were terrified. And they looked for enemies, but they saw nothing but the mist. There was something about this mist. It terrified them all. They weren't sure what to do, and as they were standing trying to decide what to do, the mist kept on getting in closer. Closer every second, until it was surrounding them all in the village square. And a yak here and there would go into the mist and never be seen, just vanish from view. Well, my great-grandfather, he knew what was going on right away. He knew that this was the very bad mist that had been eating up villages all over our land. And he warned all the villagers they had to stay together. Didn't know what would happen when they went into that mist, but he said as long as they would stay together, they may come out on the other side and at least have each other. So they all huddled around the well, and they were staring into each other's eyes as the mist got closer and closer. And here go the young ones and the old ones, all the young warriors, all the women folk, the chief, even great-grandfather. Finally the mist swallowed all of them up. Next thing you know, my great-grandfather, he wakes up, and he's standing alone in the middle of a great forest. Place he's never seen before. It's a wee bit snowy like where he just came from, but he knows it's not his homeland. He knows it's not the village, that's for certain. And then one by one, out come some of the villagers. Out comes some of the young folk. Out come some of the elders and some of the young warriors and the women folk. The chieftain, I never did find him. He never came out to those mists. But the others, they came together. And they huddled together in that strange wood. And all of them, they were worried. They didn't know what to do. They asked, what do we do? We're not home anymore. We don't have a home. We're in this place. We don't know where we are. And what do we do now? We're in this misty thing. What did it do? What did it do to us? What did it do to the others? Will we ever see him again? They asked. And there was a panic. Aye, but me great-granda, cold as ice, calm as steel, he stood up and he said, nah, it's no use getting all worried about this. Aye, it's bad. Worse than I think we've ever had it in our little village, but ain't no reason to be afraid now, is there? We're here and we're safe for a moment. That's all that matters. And he said, now the only thing we can do is we make our life here. Here in our own, wherever it is we are. We'll make a new village, all of us. And we'll live. We'll live. Even if we don't know where we are, even if we don't know where the others are. Even if we end up dying here, we're at least going to live until then. So he said, now, we're going to get to work, eh? We're going to cut down trees. We're going to gather stones. We'll draw water, dig wells. We'll plant fields. We'll tame the livestock here. And the villages, well, they were buoyed by my great-granddad's words. And my great-granddad, he's a great storyteller, great speaker. And when he spoke his words, the villagers, they felt all enlightened. They felt stronger somehow. And they all got to work. They started felling trees and building cabins. They started dragging stones. They dug wells. And they planted fields and harvested crops. We gathered together animals. We gathered sheep that were there and shared them for clothing and blankets. And bit by bit we built a new village, they say. A village that, well, we never knew where it was. We never knew where we went or what happened to those who vanished into the mists, never to be seen. We had each other, so they say. And though I never met my great-granddad, he died before I was born, I know that it's because of him our town of Svoinravn was made. And through him hundreds of my people lived, even if we were transported to some strange place in the mists. Aye, that's my story. That's the story of how my town was founded.
I can actually hit the fucking button.
It's just the sound of a pot. Sorry.
So both of them look, for lack of a better way to describe it, mildly confused before saying, "It is an interesting story, but I've never heard of such a place."
Aye, you wouldn't. That's just what I was saying. We don't really know what this mist even does. Even to this day, I'm told that where we came from doesn't know what it is or what it does. Some say there's a city out there that's still not gone into that mist, but I for one have gone into those mists and find that when you go into the mist, you go to some other place, a place you've never seen before. I actually came here because of those mists. So it's no surprise you would never have heard of this place. It's a place of, well, I suppose it's a place where it's nowhere.
Both of the orcs look at each other, and then the one that had been kind of the spokesperson turns towards the turns towards the bar. I
The other
can
one?
English.
A bartender.
And orders around. And you do note that whenever he pays in what appears to be the teeth of various creatures. And
Oh, beautiful.
Thieves.
The thief. I take it you like the story then. I'm glad that you liked it. Very personal story to me. Nameless?
hold on, I'm doing something real quick.
Okay. Alright, cool. And
There we go. So the second one, or the one that's been talking, then leans back in his chair and said, "So you liked the story about that one git?
I did. It was very good.
But you liked one that's a little more interesting." And both of them kind of grin.
Interesting. What kind of interesting am I talking about here? I certainly do like interesting stories.
So, we orcs, we loves a good fight. And the one talking slams his fist into his open palm. And then he says, "The one other time we've seen this git, look, he came looking for a fight. It's how I lost two of me boys."
Oh.
It was right funny. He just slapped the head off of one of them. So, me and me boys, one of our jobs, the most recent job actually, we was standing guard again because it was okay pay. Now this kingdom, these gits had found two weird gits. One was a green-haired woman, and the other, he kind of gestures vaguely and says, was bones. All bones. Other than that, they just looked like normal gits.
Okay. I'm interested.
He gestures towards the other orc and says, "He and I were outside setting up camp for us. The other two, they was guarding the gates. See, the king of this place, this git had decided he was going to become a god. Or at least, that's what he said. And he said to do this, he needed something that those two had. So all of his guards were inside. And he hired us to watch the front gate. And as me and me boy," and he gestures to the one across from him, "were on our way back, we sees the one dark git walking towards the gate. Of course, me boys, they got jobs to do. And they moves to try and stop him. Of course, in the most orcish way possible. And he grins and cracks his knuckles. And he says, after that, I wasn't sure what happened. One gets... I saw him slap... The one get, I saw him just, like, remove one of me boys' heads. The other one just kind of disappeared. We found his boots, though. And he hoists a spare pair of boots up from under the table. And you do note that they seem blackened and partially, like, decayed.
Oh.
And he says, this is all we has left of that one. I already used the teeth from the others.
That's very interesting.
See,
And you say you... Sorry, go ahead.
after that, this gate didn't so much open the gate as he did it the orcish way. There was no gate after.
I see.
At this point, our job was already... Well, there was no job no more. So, me and me boy, realizing that, cause we be smart orcs. We realize if he does that quickly to our boys, that we'd be better served not staying. I do remember as we left through the doohickey, the entire place was just falling apart. And that's my next story. However, I do ask, your last story was a wee bit long, and we get bored easy.
Alright then, I'll try. I think I can come up with one that's a wee bit cheaper or smaller then, eh? Let me think. First, I do like your story. That was pretty good. Did you say, and you said it was the same person that you saw the first time?
Why?
Aye. And did you... I don't remember if you told me who you were guarding for, although I suppose it doesn't matter now, does it? Especially if that rookie was going in as hard as you were saying he was.
The orcs both shrug, and the other one says, we don't ask no names.
Well, that's very fair. Alright. I think it was a pretty good story. And did they already drink the rest of their ale?
Oh yeah, they drank it a long time ago.
Alright, cool. So I'll order another round. Alright then, well, I think that's another round, doesn't it? And we'll just do that, and then let's see, what do I want to do here? Like, I'm starting to run out of stories here. I need to come up with a smaller one. Yes. I have just the story. Alright. Now, this one should be a wee bit shorter. That's a bit of a funny one. I think we've had enough of the serious ones, don't you think? We can have one that's a bit funny, don't you think? So, this one is about a bucket. Aye, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how can there be a story about a bucket? Well, you see, this bucket, it was the property of one of the villages in the olden times where people came from. It was our only bucket. Nice wee wooden bucket, eh? It was their only bucket. And along comes another tribe, another village comes along, and they see a very nice wooden bucket. And they didn't have any bucket for their own. And so they comes along, and they says, well, that's a very nice bucket. Wouldn't it be nice to have a bucket like that for ourselves, And they goes to the chieftain and says, we found this very nice bucket, we did. And the chieftain said, well, it would be nice to have a nice bucket, wouldn't it? Well, why don't we go and get that bucket then? So they went off and they went. And while the one village was sleeping, the other one's warriors came in. And they snuck all sneakily like in there, and they away that wee bucket they did. Brought it back to their own village, and they were celebrating over, Well, the next morning, the first village, they woke up and they went to go and draw water with their wood bucket. Only they found when they got there it wasn't there. And they didn't know what happened to it. They thought there was some ghosts about, they did. The chieftain, he was wise. He said, no, it couldn't have been ghosts. Couldn't have been ghosts that took our bucket. I've seen a village, and they ain't got a bucket like ours. I wonder if they was the ones who stole the bucket. So they go over to that village, and they say, we used to have a bucket, but it's gone. You know anything about the bucket? And this village, it just so happened to be the one that stole the bucket. But they said, no, we never seen any bucket like that. No, we haven't. And as they was talking with the chieftain, a few of the one village's warriors were going through, and they saw, wouldn't you know, it's their bucket. Only it's on the other well. But they were crafty. They didn't go and they didn't steal it right then. No, they waited until it was dark. And the second village was asleep. And then they went and they stole their own bucket back. Well, the second village wakes up, and wouldn't you know it, the bucket's gone. They were very upset. They liked the bucket. Well, they had it. And the chieftain, he went over to the first village and he said, now, we used to have a bucket, and now our bucket's gone. You know anything about that bucket? And the first village, he said, we know something about that bucket. It was our bucket. You stole it. And the second village said, oh no, we didn't steal any bucket. Oh, you did. We saw it. We saw it with you. And so, it was a great war. A war over a wee bucket. Silly thing, wouldn't you say? It went on for 20 years, it did. 20 years of fighting over this bucket. One side carrying it off to the one side, and the other taking it back the next day. They just kept fighting back and forth all the time over this bucket. And all the other tribes and villages, they were watching this, and they were just laughing at them, Because who goes to war over a wee bucket? Well, these two did. And even now, we tell stories about the War of the Oaken Bucket. It's a cautionary tale. And a wee bit of a funny one, A warning never to take somebody else's bucket if you don't want to have it taken back, That's my second story.
The orc strokes his chin and says, I need to find this place so I can take your his buckets.
Oh, that would be something, wouldn't it? I don't know if I'd advise that. We're very tenacious about our buckets, I take a drink.
He thumps his chest and says, we orcs like a good fight.
It certainly sounds like it. I take a nice swig of ale.
Anyways, that was good entertainment. We appreciate your stories.
I appreciate your stories too. It was very nice to hear somebody else telling stories for a change.
But for now, we's got to get going. Got jobs to do. And
Really?
pretty unceremoniously, he stands up, which flips the table, and fires his doohickey into the floor, and both of them hop in. At which point it does promptly close.
Just call after them as they go in. Well, it was nice talking to you as it closes, and just he's like visibly sagging the corners. Finish off my last ale and just all right, and that's it. I'm getting up and I'm walking outside with the others.
Well, since Red has actually shown up, are you here to play or are you just here to observe?
It's here to party.
Hey,
What's the word again? Aladdin?
What?
hey.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
You want
yeah, I can play.
Okay. Well, welcome. Yeah, I was not expecting you to be here, so the plan had, in general, been to just move things along with the story, but since you are here, we can do the tattoo transaction. And did you have anything else you were planning to get, or was it just the tattoo?
I think it was like just a tattoo and to suffer a bit because of the price. I do not control the economy of D&D.
Yeah.
So
Do they have like magical tattoos or something?
Yeah.
Yep, I can die once every
Wait,
day.
what? I want to go with them.
You, holy cow.
Hey, I'm the healer.
That's pretty lit. That's pretty
I
lit.
mean, yeah, and I'm the tank. If I die once per day and get back up, I can defend you guys better.
Don't you have abilities for that shit?
no, that's barbarian.
Yeah,
Barbarian-
what he has is the healers.
Orcs, I believe, and undead.
Gaslight.
What?
Hmm?
Gatekeep and gaslight.
What?
I don't know.
What do we have here?
If you're the tank, you shouldn't be dying.
Yeah, but you're like always
Gatekeep
there.
gaslight.
So,
Alright.
sorry.
Yeah, I don't even know what's happening anymore. Alright,
Well,
Just
okay.
a
are we going out shopping?
So the healer isn't always there, which is why I usually end up dying anyway. And my choices. But that's why I need that extra protection. That's Biafi. Wait, Biafi can heal, huh?
Yep, I wasn't gonna say anything.
I remember now. You can heal. Okay. Okay, then I probably don't need.
Although I am very interested. I wouldn't mind going and seeing what was going on over there. Nothing else we
I read about it in one of my books, or like had a dream about it. I really don't know how I remember, but I was searching around and I was like, yeah, I think I remember this being like something that was like, this is good to have.
Okay. So, when are you bringing anybody with you for the tattooing? Was that?
I assume that I have to like harass somebody for that soul stone, so I guess it's common knowledge.
Otto took it, and Otto is currently not actually here in
So
person.
what I'm
So,
saying is we can't play that out, but I assume because I had to ask Otto that it's generally public information where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'm still want to actually check out these tattoos. That's so cool, magical tattoos.
It just feels
Oh
like
yeah, it's pretty cool.
somebody has like sat on it all day and continues
pretty
to.
rough.
Yeah.
which tattoo was it you were getting again?
Oh, you bitch.
It was Lifewell. That's
Lifewell.
what.
Yeah, Lifewell.
And a tattoo of a butterfly.
I think it actually has to be something specific. I'm checking.
What? I can't
Yeah,
get like a
symbols of
little
life
dot
and rebirth.
as a tattoo. Just a dot.
No, it's it's symbols of life and rebirth.
It actually does not say, but it would make sense to have it.
So essentially, what I'm buying is a tattoo, right? And they're gonna do it the first time, but I'm also buying the special needle from them, which is like how you upkeep it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like how you, so what is it? To attune the item, you hold the needle to your skin where you want the tattoo to appear, pressing the needle there throughout the attunement process. When the attunement is complete, the needle turns into ink that becomes the tattoo, which appears on the skin. If your attunement ends, the tattoo vanishes, and the needle reappears in your space. So it's like the Percy Jackson pen, except for the attunement.
Oh, so it's instant tattoo, essentially.
Attunement is attunement.
Well, yeah. But, like, compared to, like, getting it inked on in the traditional sense.
Well, yes, but I assume that because of the higher, like, science fiction plane we're in, fantasy plane, like, there is some sort of way to manipulate the shape of that tattoo. Or some shit like that, and that's sort of what you end up doing at that appointment.
Yeah, we could go with that. Which means you get a... So, it may be higher tech and whatnot, and higher, like, magic, but it will be a traditional style tattoo. And if you don't know what that means, they take a very large needle with the ink in it and hammer it, essentially.
Yeah. That's what they call a tattoo.
That is actually how a lot of the tattoos... I think that's actually a Japanese thing that started... Japanese and Polynesian.
Yeah, it was Japanese Polynesian, yep.
I don't know... I don't know what the Picts did. Picts.
Sounds like the most painful way to get a tattoo.
You do realize that even modern tattoos, it's a needle going over and over against the skin. You're essentially causing it to heal with the ink in it.
Yeah, it's like going half an inch deep into your skin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't have any tattoos,
stab a
so
lot.
I don't know this stuff.
It feels...
Man, I don't have any tattoos, and I know this. You get stabbed a lot when you
Well,
do.
I don't have intention.
As somebody with a tattoo, it basically feels like somebody's dragging a vibrating pencil across your skin.
I don't have any plans on getting an actual tattoo, so that's why I don't really bother learning this stuff.
I want sleeves,
I mean,
but that's beside the point. Do you have a specific design in mind?
No, but I would like the conclusion to be something that's like unique to this plane, right? It's like we're like nothing from the world that I come from.
Shouldn't have said that.
Space station or something?
I gave the DM creative freedom.
you're doomed.
Done goofed.
So the phlegm in my chest is solid.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah. It's been a rough couple of days forgetting to take allergy meds.
Gonna be okay?
Feel that.
Yeah, just gotta get Mucinex. I think this could probably give me pneumonia if I don't address it.
Always gotta stay on that.
DM's cooking.
Gotta stay on that grind.
Yeah.
So, as this is a tattoo that is a symbol of protection of sorts, that one won't work.
I already like where this is going.
So, as this is being done, I do need you to do me a favor and roll a Constitution save. This is just basically because it is a very painful process. Because I have,
Yep.
yeah. So
How much
you're
does
basically
the-
just a please don't pass out roll.
How much does the tat cost?
50 souls. or 2,000 gold.
See,
Yeah.
okay.
This one's sure the roll. If it will let me roll.
It will
No.
not. Got him. Got
There we
him.
Okay, well,
We'll just go with the first one, and you pass.
I'm
Like a
just
sandwich roll.
So
I'm just gonna
I'm gonna send a picture of this symbol. This is what you get.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
Hey.
So I'm gonna explain the origin so that it makes a little sense. This is a stylized version of what is, I believe, called the Elder Sign in Lovecraftian, the Lovecraftian mythos.
The Elder Son.
Yeah, the idea is that it protects you from like elder gods and entities like that. Like it helps keep your sanity. Although for you, it just keeps you from dying once per day.
Oh shit.
But-
Wait, hold on. Is this related to what I think it's related to?
What do you mean?
Something we talked about in the post session last week?
Maybe, possibly, but
It could be, and I like it better that way, so let it be.
yeah, if that makes you feel better, then that makes you feel better. Now, after that, you, when the dragon goes to take payment, what he does, rather than, damaging the gemstone, which I will note, all of the gemstones you have seen for soul gems are cut. But what he does is hold another gem to it that seems to siphon off a amount of what just looks like energy to you. And then he puts it away and says that that's all that he has for you if you don't want to buy anything else.
Actually, is this a place I can get a, soul gem for myself?
Are you looking for an empty one or a filled one? Because you already got a filled one.
Just an empty one. I'd like to have a personal one.
Capacity?
What's reasonable? We'll start with something like 200.
Okay. So... Hold on.
Is this Skyrim?
DM's having to do math. So that capacity should be in the ballpark of 8,000 gold worth of souls. So with it being empty,
Souls.
we'll go with 800 gold.
800 gold. Well, perfect. Alright, I give him 8 platinum.
Okay. He gives you a very ornately cut gem with and it comes free of charge with like a pendant that you can hang it from. It's roughly about 1.5 inches one way and 2 inches the other. Kind of a ovally kind of shape.
This is the most overpriced souvenir I own.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks for that. This is pretty cool.
Wind, you were wanting to get a tattoo as well?
I actually want to see what they have in their what they're offering.
This is a component shop.
What?
Hey.
Oh, look at that ice! You're in it. Yay. You can do stuff.
Huh?
Let's see.
Otto's gonna hate me for this, but I might be getting into some Fey Fey law.
I just need something that
to do.
like helps me in some way.
Well, you got a sword that turns into a whip and a shield that gives you life.
And none of that will actually matter for too long because eventually... Dude, I have a shield that can blast and I still almost die, okay?
You haven't actually been able to use the ability yet.
You know, it's next
Skill issue.
level.
Skill
Literal
issue.
skill issue.
See. Do you want me to just like randomly pick one to describe to you?
Just that way we can be quick with it, you know? I'll just be like,
Whoa!
So there's one called the Shadowfell brand. The tattoo provides dark vision, advantages on stealth checks, and half damage once per day.
how much is it?
So let me double check something.
Every agent would actually hate me for picking the first option. You never go with the first option, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Did Ice go along with us to get like tattoos and stuff?
No, Ice was
He's asleep, remember?
yeah.
That's right. I was gonna say you could get like a ice crystal as a tattoo. Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. I'm going to say. Hold on, I'm trying to do the math for it. So 70 souls, or it was. That's an extra 20. I think it's 2,800 gold.
Gosh! I will look at the shopkeeper and say, you have a nice day.
Can I just gonna ask if he's got any more? Do you have any other ones? That looks very interesting.
So you know about the Lifewell and Shadowfell ones.
Work, DM, work.
I can send you an idea if you'd like, or you can do your own research.
I am looking at a list of them right now.
Reasonable.
What?
There is a coiling grasp tattoo.
Ooh.
You deal force damage and grapple an enemy.
Oh. And how much is that one?
Slightly cheaper, we'll say 1,500 gold or 40 souls.
We should still have enough souls, right?
You guys had
More than
1,000
enough.
souls. You're now at
okay.
950.
Hold on. We can actually.
Right.
I thought we all had our individual. Like, okay, well,
It is.
We never
He's
divided
done.
it.
You'd never
Well, he's
divided the
done.
souls.
okay,
That's
well,
why
when
I
he's
bought
done,
one
I'll
for
just take
myself.
that. Take that tattoo then.
How many in the party again?
Current party right now, we have
5.
5
Yes.
before our present.
Coral,
good
Ice, Wind, and Yafi. So yeah, 5.
Is that no? We also have Link.
Link is not here, so don't worry about it right now. This is like final call for shopping lists.
Oh well, I just want to divide. Take the rest of my share of the souls. So I'm doing the math on who gets their shares.
I mean,
So we have shares.
You also have Otto then,
That's
because Otto helped you guys get the souls to begin with.
What was that?
Yeah.
7 then? Because 2 were absent?
I don't think Ballistic has been present for any of the shopping, but I do not
Yeah.
remember.
Should be about 7.
Okay, yeah. Huh?
If we're dividing it 7 ways.
Yeah. Because there's the 5 that are here, and then Link and Moon. Alright, well, I'd take 93 souls. For my soul gem.
Well, dang.
Probably not gonna
just-
get the tattoo, actually. I'll get something else some other time. Might need the souls.
Yeah. Yeah, I will do the grasp, just because I can. It can be useful for me also, so I will do it.
Am I designing it for you as well?
I can come up with something real quick. If you want to keep going, I'll send you a design.
The tattoo aesthetic is inky tendrils that reach out when the spell is used, according to this list.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, indeed.
Remember your resources that you can sort of just add, called other resources.
also, did Coral get a chance to speak with the one merchant that you guys got so many weapons and focuses from?
I
Nope.
don't think so. So we can head back there and...
Well, you'll need to use the card that he gave you to try and call him. Remember, he left the area.
Okay, in that case... Who did he give
Jamie
the
just
card
left, by
to?
the way. You need to ping her back.
Not sure if that's a good idea. Me.
Ask her if she wants to talk with the craftsman that you guys spoke with previously.
Well, this was a short session.
Give me just a sec. Who'd we lose? Where'd Yoshi go?
Yep. Alright, hydrate or dihydrate. Bitches.
Crap. Okay, I'm back.
Right, well, this was a nice session.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
I have never... This is like... This is a session, that's for sure.
I'm not done with y'all yet.
Are you ever done with this, Nameless?
He's dead.
When the dealing's done, yes.
Hey, Ice, did you see something?
Yes.
Ice can still speak.
We're in
Oh,
the
yeah.
out of character section of this session.
I don't know why, Ice, but your character kind of started reminding me of Weiss, Ruby.
That means nothing to me.
Yo, I'm having major
Uncultured.
issues over here. Uncultured swine. Yeah, I'm having some major issues on my end. We had a power outage, and now the internet is acting all wonky.
So am I. Ah.
Feels good. We're not alone.
Cameo has something else she wanted to do, not the craftsman. Just waiting.
Do the thing. I'm still trying to find some stuff.
Okay. Is there a specific, like, are you looking for like a pastry cookbook or?
We do need someone to actually start
Lynn, shut up.
making meals.
Got him.
Yeah, as if I had the cooking feat.
You
Tried
do?
a million times to make shit, and you guys always get confused as to what it is, why is it.
Homemade cookbook. You can. The one brain dude in the general store has. See, we'll see what you can ask him about a cooking section. See. Let me see what I can. I wonder if there's a mechanically, like a D&D cookbook. Because that would be interesting. Not tattoos. Stop it.
It's in Heart of Darkness. I will also put it in Heart of Darkness for those who are watching the stream.
Ooh, bacon.
It's called Hero's Feast.
Does that work for what you want, or are we gonna? Do you want like what's it? There's like a 1980s cookbook that like comes to mind when you say homie, where it's got like the pictures of people baking pies and stuff like that.
I'm actually gonna start like making some of these recipes, I think.
Yeah, those actually look pretty good.
Yeah.
Ironically.
I made the eggs that were there once. They're fucking fire.
Does he?
I think it was eggs. If not, then it's the bangers and smash.
Wait, it's an actual cookbook?
Holy shit! This is like an actual cookbook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I think there's mixed drinks in there too.
The
Bangers and Smash. What a great name.
holy shit! The butterscotch pudding actually sounds kind of good. So.
Hold on. Notable mention: delayed blast fireball.
For
Go ahead, please.
I'm gonna do this so that the audience can see like a couple of the bangers and smash. For coral. Ooh, that sounds. God damn it! I need to stop looking at this. Now I'm fucking hungry.
Yeah.
For coral, I need you to roll a D4.
I'm so glad I just ate a bag of chips. Otherwise, I'd be so done. I need to figure out what dinner is. Ooh.
So I need to look up pictures of what I have in mind. Give me just a sec.
Using portobello mushroom caps.
Wow, even adjust for how many people you need.
Mm-hmm.
How many people you want?
Oh, actually, this might be good. Evermead. I wonder if it's like a perpetual thing.
We're just
I
gonna
might
keep
make
going
that.
back in time until I find examples of what I am looking for.
People are going back in
Urban
time.
mustard.
We're in the 60s already, so I have this.
He's going.
So, have you guys ever seen like the really old looking cookbooks where it's got the lady in the dress looking really happy over a pie?
Yep.
Like everybody's like seen the picture, but like nobody can ever tell you what the book's from. Here's a good one.
What's the one chef that was like really popular in the 70s? What was her name?
Wait, not that one. That's just specifically. Hold on.
This sweet rice.
So apparently, the aesthetic I have in mind is the. Here we go. Here's a perfect example. It's a 1960s era. Something like this. You find something like this with pictures of food and like lists of pictures of people holding food and just lists of things that you can make. Apparently with lots of fucking jello. Holy shit. I just noticed all of these recipes call for jello.
There's a reason they loved Jello back then. Like it
That's
had
hilarious.
just
I love it.
recently been
It's nameless. It's Julia Child's cookbook.
normal people could make.
Julia Child. Hold on, let me.
Ooh, tomato broth.
Julia Child cookbook.
Oh, I can actually make that.
Oh yeah!
Yep. She was very famous.
That's actually quite perfect for what I had in mind. And I'm gonna say that some of the recipes are actually like a few like the bigger recipes have not only the ingredients pictured in it, but basically a step-by-step of somebody doing the recipe. Does that work for you, Coral?
Totally gonna make this tonight. Don't care, I'm making it.
That's all good. But does that cookbook work for you? So, he's only selling that one for 20 silver. There are other cookbooks, so if you want, you can roll to find another one. It'll be a D3 this time. Because I don't have that much planned cookbook-wise. So might as well just keep using the same ideas for now.
Okay, so remember like the 5 minutes ago I said I had a bag of chips, so like I'm protected from this? I'm no longer protected from this.
You
So what you're
actually
saying
add
is we need to talk about this a little bit
bread
more.
to that.
That's perfect. I like how it's a series of cards.
It's great.
Yeah, that one's 5 copper. Because, you know, cookbooks, for whatever reason, most of them sell for fucking dirt cheap.
It's literally so easy to sustain yourself. It's literally, you just have to move out of the city and focus a little bit more on every other aspect of life but work.
I will also say that you get one that it appears to be entirely made for desserts. Or at least that's what the fancy pictures will have you believe. And then of course we will also have you get the actual D&D one So now you just have a stack of cookbooks. All told, it totals up to about 2 gold.
Potion of Restoration.
I was just
What
looking
that
at that. That
tastes
looks
like.
so good.
Yeah, because everybody else is looking for magic items and special books and things that would actually be sought after.
Yeah, and then Cameo and Mare are just like, yeah, we should book cookbooks.
Okay. So anybody else? This is to the entire group. Does anybody else have anything else that they want to get their hands on right now that they can think of?
Food.
Well, you can make food appear out of thin air, right?
It's just, we have food at
No,
home.
no. It was asked a question. I'm responding out of character.
In character, do you guys have anything that you are still looking for that you want to try to get before I move us to the next section?
Just separated by sections.
Yeah. Well,
You guys will be leaving this area. That is why I'm asking. This is your last. This is the last call, last chance to get anything that you were trying to buy before I move this campaign forward into the story again.
Any healing potions or anything? Like revival potions or something?
There is no such thing as a revival potion.
I don't know that. Well, are there any other healing potions that are available? That's
Yes.
all I'll need. Okay, how much are they and what are they?
Hold on, let me look at my list of potion. So potion of healing, which is 2d4 plus 4, is 50 gold. Greater healing potion, 4d4 plus 8, 100 gold. Superior potion of healing, 8d4 plus 16, is 150.
100 gold.
And supreme potion of healing, 16d4 plus 32, is 200 gold.
Actually, let me check the table for rare real quick. 'Cause I don't
Take
remember.
one.
Cameo, I'm with you. Let's get some guns. I don't know. I was kind of hoping we'd find a few Vorpal swords.
I think I'll pass on the potions. They're a little too pricey for me, so...
So
We got healing. We got healing.
I would love this. I don't think I can afford it though.
Cameo. Give me a sec to look up a. Hold on. Oil of etherealness.
Fucking love it, but I mean it's thousands. Like for example, like the example price I rolled with right just now was 13,000. I can't afford that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that one you won't be able to afford. Cameo, let me look a stat block up real quick.
Wait, you said that souls were 40 to 1 gold?
Yes. Excuse me.
Okay then?
Yikes. Like zoinks, Scoob.
Okay. So, Cameo. You're looking at about 2,500 gold for a pistol. The ammunition is 5 gold a bullet, and it does a d10 of piercing damage. And because of the type of firearm that it is, you fire once every other round. So, the in-between round is spent reloading. It takes an action to reload.
We have guns in D&D. Wow. I thought that was only a Pathfinder thing.
Nope.
No,
That wrong.
that's 100% a D&D thing as well. They're just not that great.
Child with a
Surprise
motherfucking
gun.
Yeah,
gun. Child with a motherfucking gun. Child with a motherfucking gun.
with a single platinum, you can see. So a single platinum is 100. You can try to haggle, and you can also try to get a price in souls, which should be 50. Somebody help me out here with the math. 2,500 gold to souls would.
What's the exchange rate? One more time.
It was like 40 per mundane soul.
2,500.
Mhm.
So 2,500 divided by 40.
62 and a half.
Yeah,
So-
that sounds about.
Rounded down, it'd be 62. So you can spend 62 souls as well, which would take down your total by. So you had 950. So make sure to subtract that from the. With the ammunition, on the other hand. Yes, Coral does not know how money works. The ammunition you can get. What is that? 20 rounds of ammunition? So if you want to use the platinum for the ammunition and then spend souls for the gun?
Alright, so I guess I'll handle that one. We'll work on that. If that's really what you want.
So it is basically just a flintlock pistol. So like I said, you will need to reload afterwards, and it takes a full round. Actually, let me double check the timing for... Between 15 and 22 seconds. So we'll go. Let's see. For the intention of combat, we will say you can spend all of your actions in one round to reload it quickly, but otherwise it takes 2 rounds to reload. Does that seem fair to everybody?
Seems pretty good to me.
Okay.
There's a variant, like, excerpt from the Dungeon Master's Guide.
What does that say?
It goes over the general play style of it, what proficiency happens, blah blah blah. A limited number of shots can be made with this weapon that has a reload property. A character must then reload it using an action or a bonus action, character's choice.
I'm going to say that since this is a abnormal thing for the setting, that the 2 rounds makes sense because of the fact that no proficiency whatsoever on it. None of you would have proficiency on it.
Now there is downtime training, but good luck finding some time for that.
In this campaign, yeah. Just picturing like the magic school bus.
Yeah. Wait, why the magic school bus? We're talking about a kid with a gun.
What the frick? No
Because you know that
way.
happens in the magic school bus and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay, I get it. You know, on their way to the shooting range, you know?
I will,
Oh yeah.
I will say
Turns into a
for
gun.
if you use it regularly enough, I'm not going to tell you how long it will take, but eventually you can learn proficiency because that just makes sense to me. If you use something enough, you should eventually be able to get proficient with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make some salmon.
I am going to invest in a bow eventually then.
Look, I'm
with what you said that you were going to spend, I believe it was at 5 gold a pop, 20 rounds total for 1 platinum. So how many? Remember, you do still have to carry these. So, and it's essentially a bag full of small round metal objects and the accompanying like powder and whatnot for it.
It's like getting a bag of ball bearings, but it's also for guns.
So 4 platinum total or 5 platinum total? Five total. That should be 100, right? Am I mathing that right?
If it's 20 for 1, yeah. Well, if it's 20 for 1, yeah, it's 100. If it was 25 for 1, then it's 125. I think it was 20 for 1.
Yeah, so 100 rounds of ammunition and a flintlock. For Christian in your oil of etherealness.
Is it even in my price range?
Let me read it.
Yeah. See, the thing is it realistically isn't by the raw rules, and even for a single, like, this is a single-use item, I would like to stock up on these. So.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Just looking at this and the markup that you guys are dealing with, you're looking at probably roughly around 1,500 or more, depending on the merchant.
Yep.
Inflation.
By the way.
So, there's my dream. By the end of the campaign, I'm suiting everybody up with etherealness before we go into big gutters.
We're just all gonna be a bunch of ghosts.
But Cameo, make sure you make note that the firearm, it is 1d10 piercing with a range of 30 to 90. So 30 feet it does full damage, 90 feet it can do, I believe it does half damage, or like there's a penalty to shooting it. I don't remember exactly. It's been a little while since I've had somebody use a ranged weapon that wasn't magic. Okay.
Alright. Do you want me to do the tattoo thing before we move on, Nameless, or do we want to just move on and not worry about it?
We'll just move on and not worry about it. Make sure you guys...
Oh, that's ice. What the heck?
Make sure you guys take note of what you have spent. So that's 162 souls, I believe.
I have...
Is that for the party, or...
being kept track of now.
Total, yeah.
Start with, so what was it again? What did I take? It was 1,000 over 7. I took 143 for my own, like, because I have a means of storing it now. So, what was that? 1,000 minus 143 is 857 among you guys.
162 were spent.
Well, if you're including the 50 that I spent, I have accounted for that in my math, so, I mean,
Oh, did you?
yes.
Okay, then Cameo spent 62 and Yoshi spent 50.
Okay. And 857 minus 32 minus 50.
62. Her pistol was slightly more expensive than y'all's tattoos.
Okay. 745 remains.
Okay. Now, this is last call for items shopping. It's not a stupid question if you ask it, because this is not a normal shopping place. As you just saw, Cameo bought a gun.
Yep.
Can I actually buy off the final boss?
She's packing. I don't know if you'd be able to pull that one off.
I mean, no stupid questions here.
I have a sneaking suspicion that probably won't work.
I mean,
strange.
It's a possibility, right?
You could potentially buy mercenaries, but you don't have the money for that. I'm telling you now.
Much would they? You know what? Never mind. Don't answer that.
Prohibitively expensive.
Already out of my price range, and we're gonna be here for not that much longer. Probably.
Not to mention that whatever you pay to come with you is now able to enter your world.
Oh. That's even more disturbing. Let's not do that.
Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Final call? Okay. So, let it be said that I allowed everybody the chance to buy their items before the end of this shopping section.
Alright.
I keep seeing people typing. Is this in regards to shopping?
No, I'm memeing.
Ice?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Let me meme.
So, as you guys finish up your little shopping spree, a very smartly dressed demon just kind of steps out of the wall, to all appearances, and looks around and, spotting your group, goes, where's the voice? There it is.
There you are. It would seem that Otto has been called away for other business. We finally finished the franchise that he's supposed to be working at, so he has other things to deal with. I am here to take you back to your own realm. If you would kindly follow me.
And he gestures at the wall, which now has a portal on it that wasn't there the second he stepped out.
Back to business, I guess.
And are you guys stepping through the portal?
I'm gonna draw my shield and step through it.
Okay. Everybody else following? Okay, Cameo is following.
My Wi-Fi.
Are you stepping through the portal, Yoshi? Because I
And
didn't.
there it goes again.
There you are. We can hear you now.
Okay.
You stepping through the portal? Yoshi. Is he,
His Wi-Fi is messing up.
Okay, so I'm going to make the move for Yoshi because Yoshi is apparently now unable to understand us. Ice, are you going to jump through the portal as well?
Where is Ice in relation to this?
You have a very similar yet simultaneously happening demon doing similar things. It is almost a mirror image of what is going on. He does also explain that your companions are being ushered through basically the same portal, but from a different place.
Good for them.
Back to that.
Guess I'd better
We're
go,
back.
though. He gathers his stuff and stumbles through.
You also get heaped, as you jump through ice, you specifically, all of your companion's stuff comes flying after you, and just lands on top of you in a heap.
Right.
For everybody else, Yoshi, it's just assumed that you follow him through the portal, but for everybody else, as you step through the portal, you're face to face with a mountain of your stuff and ice underneath it. From both ends of the portal, the demon sticks his head in and says,
We're not liable for any injuries after transportation, so please enjoy your stay back in your own realm.
and the portal just kind of snaps shut.
So I just see like ice getting crushed underneath all the stuff. And I was like, oh, gee, ice, no, wait, hold on. Let me try and get most of it on top of myself. Carry up as much of it as I can, get it off. It's like, oh, geez, yeah.
I'm gonna help out, and I'm gonna help him out and say, Ice, you really shouldn't be laying down on the job.
That's...
See. Where is this one? So, as you guys adjust to your surroundings again, you realize you're once again surrounded by the mist, that oh so familiar and wonderful substance that you have grown to love so dearly. The gross over-exaggeration should be pretty obvious at the moment. But it is accompanied by the familiar ticking sound as Saragus kind of pops into existence, seeming rather...
You're going to fucking laugh.
What?
What?
You're going to laugh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I need a forked metal rod worth at least 250 gold.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Just
No, I'm very
pretend
confused.
I bought it when I got the tattoo. Pretend I bought it when I was about to get the tattoo.
Okay. I will allow it this time. From this point on, no more last minute I forgot to buy something. Okay? Everybody understand? We all on the same page?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is important for my downtime.
Yes. Do you understand what I just said?
What are you gonna do in your
Yes.
with a rod in your
Okay.
downtime?
Ice and Cameo?
Yep.
Just making sure everybody's on the same page?
Yep.
Okay. Now, Saragus appears, looking rather disheveled from the last time you saw him, and slightly out of breath goes, "Well, there you are. Jeez. You have to go and give me a heart attack? I have been looking for you for months. Where have you been hiding?"
Yep. Good luck with that one.
We were gone for
We
months.
We may have gotten a wee bit sidetracked.
We got kidnapped.
The silent guy, the Silent King or whatever his name is, he kind of dragged us into a
Don't.
We just
Don't
got
worry.
lost. We got lost.
Don't worry. He doesn't.
We're here now.
King, you say? That would make sense why I couldn't find you.
Yep.
Anyways, I have the next destination for you. This one seems a bit larger than some of the other ones you've been to. But then again, I can't look inside until after you guys are done. So, good luck, and if you see that thief, please let me know.
How do you know if it's larger if you've never... Never mind.
And with that, he vanishes, and you guys find yourself standing in... Give me just a sec. My voice... There it goes. In a fairly large, empty area. Let's see... I found the perfect song for it earlier that I'm going to have to now... Was it this one?
And now you must find it.
See. Where'd it go? It had to be that one. No, not that one. This is the bad part about all of these not having some sort of identifying picture with it. Spoken. Oh, here we go. See, bet it would be this one.
Sorry.
So, as you guys step into this new dread realm, the first thing you notice is that it's very dark in a very strange way. Above you is a roiling black smog, and in the distance you can see what appears to be a city, and the landscape almost seems to be glowing with this like otherworldly red light. You know it's not from the landscape, but like it makes it appear to glow. The city in the distance seems to be just like towering monoliths of buildings, and you can see an even deeper red glow just emanating from it. What do?
I think I don't know. Do we go over there? And there's not much out here anyway. I suppose it's the only place we can go at the moment.
Why did this sound so upbeat all of a sudden?
It's just why is it so happy? Stop that! Stop being so happy! You're not allowed to be happy.
No, that's not it. You guys can keep talking. I'm just gonna run through these real quick.
Approve of my end game plan. Debate.
I'm gonna turn to Biafi. What's the plan?
Plan? Oh, well, we just got here, so geez, what do I need to do here? I mean, we don't know where we are. I suppose we need to figure out where we are.
If you want, I can fly up, see if I can get a lay of the land.
I suppose fly as high up as you can, and then see what's going on. But I feel like we may need to go towards that city.
Oh, where did these anime marks come from?
What are you talking about? What anime marks?
Looking next to my characters, like so kind of, they remind me of JoJo.
That's kind of weird. I don't see any.
You guys are going to head towards the city?
I'm gonna fly up high and look around first, and then head there. I'm gonna see if there's anything.
So roll a perception.
Perception.
And for...
Oh yeah, I got 5 in perception.
Not bad, not bad. So while you're looking around, you notice that the landscape just seems kind of like, for lack of a better description, pockmarked. And you can see what looks like fences almost placed at random around the area. And for the most part, it seems to just break up the area. There's the occasional like ditch that's been dug, and you're not entirely sure what's going on with it, but it does seem to be like it is going to be quite the trek to get there. From your position right now, a rough guess. Go ahead and roll survival.
All right. Crap. I have 0.
So a rough guess would probably be about a day and a half to 2 days, depending on how slow you take it.
So we figured out.
The distance that you guys will have to travel to get to the city in the distance.
Ugh.
I'm gonna land back down in front of Biafi. Okay, so Biafi, it looks like it's gonna be a bit of a walk. Say about maybe 1, maybe 2 days. Also,
Did you find anywhere? Did you find anywhere where we can maybe hole up for at least a night, or whatever time it is, or some
Did I
place in
name
the
this?
distance where we can camp down?
For the most part, other than what I described, the entire plain that you are looking at is pretty featureless.
Not really. I mean, unless we want to hide in, like, I don't know,
Ditch.
in one of the ditches and stuff. Plenty of those, but yeah.
Ditches are great.
Oh. Well,
Better get.
Aye, if it's a few days' walk, we may as well get started. Is everyone feeling alright to keep walking for a bit? If not, we can. If not, I suppose there's not much of a better place to bed down than here.
I'm not gonna get any better, so might as well.
Might not be a good idea to camp down here anyway. Don't exactly know what enemies may be around.
Aye. We don't really have anything else to go off of.
Wait a second. Where's the cleric spell list? Cleric spell
Did you see
list.
something?
Yeah, let me cook. Okay, hold on.
I really should have gotten that tattoo. I wish I had. Dark vision.
Roll and win, not wind. I need you to both to roll. We'll go with perception.
Aha! That was where you screwed up.
Coral?
If I'm confident, then it works.
Doesn't work for me.
All it takes.
If wind is confident, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
If we isn't confident, it doesn't work.
Honestly, yeah. If wind is, it doesn't work.
You know, maybe just try rolling
Yes.
without thinking about the roll wind. That might work.
So this is not a visual perception, this is something else, and you both will get different information from it.
No way.
You still get information from it. So we'll start with Coral. So as you've been traveling, you've kind of noticed different feelings to places that, other than like, ooh, spooky, but you've never really had never had any way to put a finger on exactly what you think you're feeling, but right now, you've just got this overwhelming sense that some sort of massive, like, for lack of a better word for it, wave of destruction has hit this place. Like, it doesn't look the way it's supposed to. For whenever you got here, like, so being a cleric of peace and all of that, you've been kind of attuned to the idea of, like, places that are, like, more peaceful than others and things like that. But you can practically taste the conflict that has been going on here.
Oh, I'm sure. Which gods do I think it was?
So, you don't have a specific god in mind, but you do have the general, like, idea that it is probably something to do with the Taken King.
Okay.
You don't feel the presence of another god either.
So there's an internal conflict kind of thing. Should be dark magic.
But the general sense that both of you are getting right now is staying in one place is not going to be a great idea.
I have an idea of what the enemy types might be.
Well, it's a bit amplified this time.
Yeah, I'm looking at something CR1, but they can come in mobs.
So,
this is just extra that feeling.
No, there is a spell that I'm not remembering right now.
well, while you look that up, does Koro have anything they would like to say to the rest of their party?
Animate dead, no.
So, oh, we got more typing.
Restoration? No.
What is it? What is it, Koro? There's
Oh, my
something
leg.
going on.
So I'm going to imagine that since we don't have tone, that it is being delivered in a much more distressed tone than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna keep moving.
Right.
If that's what's going on. Ice, if you're not feeling so good, you can't keep walking, you're gonna get on top of me and I'll carry you, alright? It's not like I can't carry you and a bunch of other stuff too.
I'll be fine.
There is... I can't remember the spell right now, but I believe I have a spell that should defend us if we want to find somewhere to stop. But let me find it before.
Daffy,
Eh?
walk next to me as we go. That way I can keep
Alright.
you and everyone else protected.
I will say that Wind, based off of what you were looking at, if you guys move really, 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 like, level of exhaustion, levels of fast, then you will be able to make it in a day. Just in case that is something that you guys wanted to know.
I'll relay the info. Also, Biafi, there is one option since Coral seems to have a really bad feeling about this place. If we run, we can probably make it in a day. But might be tired. So
I like the slow, methodical pace personally.
we also don't want to stay out here too long, though.
So, I'm going to go ahead and assume everybody is moving and start describing the landscape as you go. So as you guys are moving, you start to see things that weren't visible immediately from the air, Like the ditches are much less ditches and much more trenches. The fences are made almost entirely of barbed wire or concertina wire, and there are corpses everywhere. There are nothing more than skeletons at this point, but there was a lot of people that died, and it looks absolutely brutalized, this landscape. As you guys are walking, and it feels like you've been walking for several hours at this point, you hear a sudden low wail that starts to raise in volume before dipping back down and repeating. What do?
What is this? Sorry, I found the spell.
One more time.
You guys have. Did you hear the description of the landscape, or do you want that again as well?
Yeah, like skeletons and shit. Yep.
Okay. So you hear what sounds like a low wail that raises in volume and then drops back down, and he keeps repeating that. What do?
What's that sound?
Ooh. Can it be good?
Have
Look
I
back
heard
at the
anything
party.
like it, or have I read about anything like it?
You have never heard anything or read of anything like this.
Right. That's very cool.
look.
I might have some divining spells prepared. Silence, there's weapons, ability, unshape, stow curse, spell mighty. Each with the ritual spells. This massive spell is just so burdensome. This is why I hate playing cleric.
I'll look back at the party and see Ice falling behind. Ice, hurry!
Everybody roll a perception for me. Everybody.
Yep.
Perception. Ooh,
Ice is
hitting those high numbers.
Ice. You cannot hear it. Coral, you're currently busy trying to get ice on your shoulder, so you didn't notice the sound. Let's see.
1 sec. Oh wow, that's better.
So-
Nice.
Everybody that is not Ice or Coral, there is a loud. Well, it starts out quiet, but then it grows to be a much louder, high-pitched whistling sound. At some point, Ice and Coral will notice it as well, but at the moment, no.
Is it getting closer to us?
Yes. They still do not notice at the moment. It is not quite loud enough to be evident.
Is it getting closer to us extremely, quickly in any sense?
Yes.
Oh, not enough time. Shit.
Okay.
Pull out my shield.
No, wait. I might have an idea. Let me think here.
Coral and Ice, you now notice the whistling sound as well.
Oh boy. I can tighten bubble here if we want. Or that just prolongs our suffering.
Is there any place for us to hide? Actually, we have.
Don't worry.
There is a trench nearby.
I have an idea. Everybody get into the trench. Come on, we're going in.
Yep.
Everybody lay down. Everybody lay down. And then once everybody's in there, I'm gonna cast a nice little major image there.
So everybody roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fun! I love Constitution saving throws. They're the best.
I need a medic bag.
I'm dying.
Medic bag.
Yuki, that's why I don't
What is
like
that
them.
roll? Holy!
So Wind, Coral, and Win are all knocked unconscious by the impact of something heavy hitting the ground really fucking hard, not far from your trench.
I
And
need a medic bag.
I'm dying.
Biafi, your ears are currently ringing. Somehow you have managed to escape being knocked unconscious or like completely just like shell shocked. You do hear the sound of more whistling though, and this sounds like more than one object this time.
You didn't give me the 2 seconds I needed to cast Stone Shape, damn it. Fuck.
Or on the way.
Not good. Under Henry Taurus, eh?
So, what do? You have 3 unconscious companions. You can attempt to wake them up. They will need to make a Constitution saving throw at advantage if you are helping them.
Well, we can at least try it, but I don't know if it's better to leave or to go. Ice, what do you think here? Do we go? Or do we stay? Do we stay down here?
They're all down. It's probably best to not try and move now.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Both of you.
Ooh.
Oh, great.
You're taking too long thinking.
Another one. Another one.
You are still conscious, but you now cannot hear over the ringing in your ears and the sensation of the impact nearby.
Gosh dang it, I accidentally clicked it away.
You can still hear. You have managed to clear the ringing from your ears, but you do still feel it feels like somebody picked up a giant rock and hit the ground as hard as they could with it. Like,
how close was that compared to the last one?
it was close enough that
randomly around us?
it was close enough that whenever it hit, the ground went up from under you for a few seconds.
I'm not saying this in character, but these are impact craters, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Are they aiming at us, or is this just kind of randomly? Is this just randomly coming at us?
You have no idea what's even going on.
I have a Titan bubble.
I want to point out that
No, I didn't mean to send that. Fuck.
I also want to point out that one of your strongest characters is currently laying on the floor unconscious, so, somebody that could help move other unconscious bodies. Maybe you could possibly do something about that?
Aye, alright, so let's wake up Wind, and then let's try and get everybody else up and out of here. Get moving.
I am strong, aren't I?
I mean, that's kind of the whole point.
Okay, that's con at advantage.
Yes.
Yep.
You can also attempt to wake up your other companions so that they can move themselves, because Coral is...
Yeah, we'll try and do that while we're at it, yeah. Yep, we'll try and do that while we're at it.
Are you trying to wake up everybody?
May as well.
So I think that leaves Coral and Win to roll advantaged Constitution. I'll say that's good enough. The fact that you managed to do the same roll twice, I'll say that's good enough.
That's magical.
Gosh, this music makes me feel like I'm in, like, Golden Ring or something.
Titan bubble. Wait, I don't know if did I buy those?
Is Coral up?
Actually, I don't think you did.
Nope. Oh,
Is it
my
consumed?
Coral is
God.
up, yes.
That's
Hold
okay,
on.
that's why I bought the metal rod. No Titan bubble.
Not consumed. Not consumed. No component. Do you have like a component pouch?
Focus
Yes.
would replace that.
Oh, yeah, I have a focus,
Yeah.
then we're good.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cafe, what's going on?
As long as it's not...
You were conscious again, Coral.
I don't know if you noticed, but there's something doing something, and it's really bad. We need to get moving as soon as possible.
Alright, let's go.
So, is everybody getting out of the trench? Oh,
Wait,
okay.
church?
Trench.
Yeah,
French.
yeah, we were...
Wait, hold on, like, before I cast this, like, where are we going? Like, what...
On the place where there's anything, I guess the city. Where else are we
We're
gonna
still
go?
far away from the city.
Aye, but there's really nowhere else we can go.
As we don't have time to argue over this, we should just get going.
Alright.
I don't fancy our chances outside of the trench.
So,
Right.
Same
Coral,
chances inside.
when you look over the trench, you notice there are several large impact craters around you guys. Like, one of them, the edge of it is just barely away from the edge of your trench.
Okay, well, I'm going to agree we should probably keep moving, but I would also like to clarify that my passive perception is 19, so I would also like to consciously keep an ear out for further noises like this.
Okay. So, is everybody climbing out of the trench now?
Yeah.
Aye.
I will note that the dark red has kind of deepened, and in the distance, you all noticed the kind of a rattling, banging sound in very rapid succession. So-
Bangings? Wait, what did I notice?
It's like a rattling, banging sound off in the distance.
Oh boy.
Um,
Are we... Oh my gosh, I really hope we're not where I have a strange feeling we are. Let's just keep moving, come on, let's go.
Well, I have no way of protecting everybody, but
As
I
you-
guess myself.
At the moment, there is no more whistling, but as you guys continue forward, you occasionally will hear and see large flashes of light followed by deafening booms. The rattling, banging sound is accompanied by rapid-fire flashes of light as well. Streaks of light are happening overhead, and it's always just over a hill that is it's very loosely a hill. It's barely enough to just block off your view, but not enough to be like any decent cover. How would you guys like to proceed?
Not that way.
This is coming from basically all directions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. Okay.
Well,
This is fun.
It's your call, Biaffi.
yeah.
Biaffi, what
Well, I
do you
wanna
want
start
us
off-
to do?
I still think going towards the city is the best place to do. I mean, there's nothing else out here for us. You didn't see anything else, did you?
Are there any holes in the ground that are potentially tunnels? It would be good to be underground.
I didn't see anything like that.
The trenches are dotted irregularly throughout the landscape. They don't seem
And
to
they're-
connect, but they are around.
They don't. Yeah, they don't seem. Yeah, they're just. Okay.
Alright, well, whatever we're doing, I'm casting invisibility at 6th level, so we're all invisible now. Should help at least a little bit to not get noticed more.
Biaffi, we
Yeah.
can bolt.
I don't think...
What is everybody's passive perceptions?
19.
Yeah, I know yours.
Do you see that?
Keep that thing on me.
11,
Do you see where
11,
what
yeah.
your passive
16.
perception
It's on
is?
your character sheet. It says passive wisdom perception at the bottom of the skills thing. And it's the number that's in the box right next to it.
It's 10 plus your perception modifier.
11.
That.
15.
So, wind and wind. You both hear the whistling again.
I have a fucking image.
And it is.
What do?
Sent in the heart of darkness, that's exactly what happens.
Oh, you're just.
Yeah.
I appreciate that image. Does it have hit points?
No, it is completely impenetrable.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
So-
see model loop, it's unstoppable. Yeah.
I'm
So-
gonna say
As you guys are Titan bubbled, there's several seconds where you just hear the whistling sound, followed by a series of massive explosions around you as something impacts the ground with incredible force. As in, like, even in the bubble, you can feel the ground seething with the amount of impact force these things are hitting with. And
So, funny enough, this thing is an actual, like, sphere, and you can roll it around, but I have put it as it shows in the ground, so that there's, like, a decent bit of dirt, like, holding us in place.
yeah, so you're not going to get thrown around, but you do feel like the impact. So if you've ever been around something similar to this, the ground jumps, essentially.
Yeah.
So
I've been on a cannon where... I've been on a ship where a cannon was shot.
yeah, so you feel that the impact force as it's just essentially raining fire down from on high.
I always love it, because it breathes for you, just for a second.
I will also note that you guys, in relative safety, probably are watching the mesmerizing explosions when one actually impacts the resilient sphere directly. And given where you are standing, if the sphere had not been there, you guys would have been a fine mist. And the amount of force that it hits it with very much notes that, as you are then dropped almost a foot deeper into the ground than you were previously.
Sweet Odin, what is that?
I don't know, but I think I figured. I think if you hear whistling, take cover.
I can do this 2 more times.
Let's get going then. We gotta,
Hey,
let's
let's
just run.
let's go.
Yeah.
I want to... Coral has made a very good point. You have a literal child that just got hit by an artillery bombardment. Before you guys start going, let's keep going. You may want to address that.
So, unfortunately,
Coffee.
muted. However, imagine just a constant screaming in the background, even right now, probably trying to drown out my voice.
Yeah.
It's okay, Coral. You know, Biafra, can you do this?
Yeah, just turn over there. Just Coral, come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me.
Bad at that.
Well, the bubble hasn't been released yet. It has a full minute lifespan. So Coral's gonna be flying into a bubble.
I am riding this shit out. I do not I want this barrage to be over before I have to fucking cast it. Also noted, we are all fucking invisible right now.
We're all invisible.
There's just like a random
Just a
bubble on the
magic
field.
Just moving.
Coral, come down here. Right now, wait. Alright, listen. Alright, it's loud, I know that. We're not leaving just yet. Alright, we can't exactly leave right now.
Coral, roll strength.
Alright.
Where are you?
No,
At advantage.
Why are you doing this, Davis?
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, well, I'm just as strong as Coral.
Roll 20. Don't fail me now. Give me a nat 20, please.
No. Get
That
in
was so
one
funny.
Right
God damn it.
Damn.
That
So-
was so funny.
You've shifted the bubble enough that the dirt inside is starting to shift, but you have not been able to move it with your frantic attempts to escape.
I just get up there and gently pull Coral down and just, Coral, no, listen, all right? We're not leaving just yet. Once this
I'm
thing
gonna let
goes
it
down, we're running. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna let her try again and see. We may get a filthy hamster ball. Oh, we get a.
Damn it!
Oh, this is so great.
So everybody else roll dexterity saving throw.
Can I just fly in the middle of it? You know, just flap there? Oh wait, no, there's like a lot.
I mean,
There is a fuck ton of dirt in this thing.
You were standing on the ground. You are no longer standing on the ground.
some dirt in my
When do you
Oh my gosh.
not when you somehow managed to not only avoid the dirt, keep all necessary concentration or whatever. I don't actually know if it's a concentration spell. I didn't check.
It is.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Yeah. You don't have to make any concentration checks.
Well,
You
no,
don't.
it's not. It's actually fucking not. That's my bad.
Either way,
Does shield-
you're not even dirty by the time this eventually comes to an end.
Does Shield Master actually do anything?
No,
This
absolutely
No.
not.
Not on this one. Not on this one.
Hold on. Indomitable. Here
Does
we go.
that apply to dexterity saving throws?
Applies to all.
I mean, it's a save, I think so.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait. Yep, all saving throws. Let's do this again.
Well, better.
Not gonna
Wouldn't
catch
say
me
great, but not
slipping. Ugh, what the heck is that?
So
What?
Alright, there was like something that was on my. It was like a spider or something.
Coral, you are now. It is not a comfortable experience because I'm imagining that the resilience sphere is not easy to see, anyways. But you are essentially face pushing the resilience sphere while trying to take off, dragging your companions and a metric fuck ton of dirt. Everybody that got below a 15 is just kind of in this like blender hamster ball, hoping that they don't get landed on by Biaffi, while somehow through it all, Wynn is like just stepping on people and dirt and whatnot, but hasn't even his mane has not even been mussed.
Okay, hold on, hear me out. What I'm picturing here is the scene from, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, where Jackie just like steps off of a ship as it's sinking, he just like steps off the mast onto the dock, no problem. That's what I'm picturing
of the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. That's how he's introduced.
Beautiful.
Okay, so
yeah, that's what I'm
Wynn-
picturing.
Wynn is just like
He's just doing some
gliding.
mad parkour. He's doing
God.
mad parkour right now.
Those skills though.
Meanwhile, let's see. How many people we got in here?
Mixed.
Other else?
Got
Say three other
people
people.
who failed it, yeah.
Biaffi, high or
Yeah,
low?
How many people?
I'm always high. You know I'm always high, bro. No, just kidding. Alright, let's see what we got. How many people am I landing on?
Oh no! Don't land on any.
I swear,
Okay.
this is the way that ice dies.
Well, actually, no. You, after the minute is up, the bubble bursts. You go sailing, and Wind. I'm sorry, but this is gonna hurt.
Why is it always wind? Why can't it always like be, I don't know, the ground or an ant?
An ant. There's just a random ant. He looks up, there's just a giant yak flying towards him.
So, to set the scene a little better, the bubble bursts, and Wind, you just go sailing, and you land on your back. And it's just kind of that moment of, oh god, what the fuck just happened? You're sitting there kind of just trying to breathe after all of that. And then all of a sudden, all your entire view is just filled with the ass of a yak. Quite violently.
Oh my gosh.
You take 50 points of damage
What?
Wow.
from yak impact.
From yak.
I'm just sort of idly, like, floating over to cure wounds. This boy.
I'm gonna be honest. I
going
thought it would do
to-
more damage. No, just kidding.
I'm going to
I was
push
being nice.
Piafi off.
Yeah, of course. If you were being mean, it'd be like 12d10.
I put down my well of radiance.
Okay, so it's 2d6
Right.
then?
Oh,
For
I'm
up to
sorry,
a
that
level
was-
before, basically.
that was fucking great.
That is so funny. I would have thrown something if that was how Ice died, but this is really funny. This is a great.
I'm gonna push Piafi off and say, ah, thank you, Piafi.
Yeah,
By the way, is
Yeah,
invisibility concentration?
yeah. So it's gone.
Yeah. So
Invisibility died a long time ago.
the Quirrell is shrieking off into the distance, and at the moment you don't hear any of the whistling, but you guys are probably within about, I'd say, 2 hours run of the city at this point. Between the sudden rocket-powered hamster ball and all of that, but
Sudden Quirrell is sudden.
How many people we got here right now?
Win.
First,
Win.
alright. So
Yep.
In the distance, you see something that looks very ominous. In the it appears to be just like a towering pillar of smoke, vaguely shaped in a mushroom shape.
Oh, again? Really? This is not good, guys. Oh shit.
what is it?
It may behoove you to roll some Constitution saves to book your asses as fast as humanly possible.
Here, how about this? How many people? Five. I need to up fast
do this.
5 levels.
Alright.
From level 2, that's feasible because that's a level 7. I use my 1 spell slot for level 7, enhance ability. Whoops.
Alright.
That's not what I
Enhance ability inflicts wounds instead.
yeah, enhance
Or any-
ability.
Constitution, I'm assuming.
There has to be something for
Charisma.
speed or constitution.
Yeah, I would
Bear's
say
endurance.
Puts it
Is
puts
this
it
a
on
check
equal
or a
speed.
saving throw?
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, bear's endurance.
It's
Everybody gains
it
2d6.
will probably end up
hit
being
points.
checks.
By the way, Wind, you should be fully healed again.
So everybody has advantage. I'm going to say Quirrell was just inside range before the casting was finished.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, can I hold on?
Unadded
Before
thing.
any of this goes down, I'm casting Dimension Door to just teleport on the Quirrell and drag her down. Just Quirrell, no, you're gonna listen to me, alright? Wait, listen to me right now, alright? Need to
Another
calm down,
yak-hitting.
alright? You need to calm down.
Roll a perception. Specifically Biafi. Yeah.
Just imagine Biafi just walking through a door and pure
When you
light
already
above
noticed this
Quirrell.
when I describe it.
Yeah.
Same with Wind.
Hey,
Yeah, there's a very ominous and very rapidly approaching rumble.
So outside of like my concentration dedicated towards upholding enhance ability, I am waiting to see the shockwave in the distance, and my entire the rest of my focus is just concentrated on the horizon to look for that shockwave.
Yeah, that is the shockwave. That rumbling, and it is rapidly approaching.
Okay. I guess I got a bubble again.
Alright, so hold
Hey,
on, I'm
we could-
dragging Quirrell down. Quirrell, listen to me, alright? You need to calm down. Listen, we're going back to the others.
No, we don't have time for this.
Weather this thing.
Bubble.
Come with me, and I'm just
Yeah.
teleporting
Yeah.
back.
Okay, so you use Dimension Door to get back.
Yeah. Naturally.
So, do you bubble in the dirt again?
You bet your ass.
Okay. Everybody roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Here we go again.
Dude, I'm gonna get squished again.
Yes, you are. Hopefully I roll a little bit better than last time. Yeah, that was a little bit
I
better.
still have the advantage toggle. That's my bad.
This
Don't worry, I got this.
need cheat
Now the
codes
yak
for
is doing
this.
parkour. Now the yak is doing parkour.
Need like full on cheat codes.
I'm still holding on to Coral, by the way.
We'll go with the 16. So the funny wore off the first time, so I'm not gonna have anybody get landed on. But when this I'm not. It looks like you may have gotten like a feedback issue where it was just like, oh, you clicked it like 50 times, right?
Oh, it could be a network thing because events do trigger over the network. If the packets were delivered in a weird way, then it might have accidentally fucked up like that.
But as this shockwave arrives, your ball isn't so much picked up and thrown as it is just like it basically feels like it was teleported forwards at a high speed. And you guys go sailing at incredible speeds as you just watch this shockwave flatten everything else. Like, not even like it's just getting blown around. No, it's flat. As you are thrown not just into a building, but through it. See, what was when you're going in? Wait, you said it wasn't a concentration, right?
The sphere is not, but I do have concentration for the Constitution stuff. That advantage we have.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a Constitution check or concentration check.
That's Constitution, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Funny story.
Starts at 10 and then goes up by 5 for each roll, which that passes.
Roll 3 more times. No, just kidding.
So, when you guys impact the second building and hit the ground from there, the shockwave seems to just stop around the edge of the city. Like, not so much that it was like the end of the shockwave, but it was just blocked. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually. So,
yep.
Before I continue any further, it is now 8 o'clock here. Would we like to put a pin in it for now and pick it up again next week?
I think
yes.
pin in it.
I'm good with that.
After we get inside.
Well, you guys are technically inside the city, so.
Alright, perfect.
For those of you that may or may not still be watching, and if you enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, then feel free to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and follow on Twitch. For those of you that want to show further support to what I do, and there will be more videos coming out soon. I have actually started doing my own editing, so hopefully the plan is to get a bunch of videos put together for like a backlog and then work from there. But if you want to see what I got in store, then feel free to subscribe, like I said. And if you want to show further support, there's also Patreon and my Discord as well, and YouTube memberships. For the Patreon, I want to say a big thank you to my priest tier patrons: Ishi, Equinox 3141, Trailblazer, Scarmex, Ice Crystal, and Cameo Shadowness. Big thank you to all of you. I cannot thank you enough for that support. It helps me to be able to continue doing what I am doing. Other than that, for those of you that may or may not have been enjoying that, we will see you again next week. Same time, same place. And other than that, everyone have a great evening and drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate. Don't touch that dial.
See ya.